Okay. So we can indoctrinate the populace. We can nationalize foreign industries, which is pretty great. Bring them under state control, basically. Okay. The TST question. The Kampfgemeinde was too autonomous and disorganized to be a reliable defense force for Germany. The Schutzgruppe were created by Adam Dressler to be his own loyal force. We're talking about the TST here, immune to the influence of ambitious officers. Their recent expansion, though, has left many questions about their role in the German armed forces unanswered. Two proposals have been suggested for the TST. The first is that the TST should lead our army in offensive operations, using their thorough training and skills to achieve decisive results. The other is to have the TST manage the internal security of our nation in occupied territories, eliminating opposition and keeping our troops in order as needed. So what do you guys think? We'll take a look here at the chat, and it's either going to be Army. Hey, Dave Zizou, how you doing, bud? It's so good to see you, man. I hope you're still here. Army or internal forces. And this is important. And, I think there's kind of a reason to do either. I mean, on one hand, having them in control of our internal forces makes them a sort of Praetorian Guard, where they could tell me to do something, and I think I probably have to do it. Then again, having them as part of the army keeps them out of our hair, but also we don't have as much stability in our internal government, and that could lead to the rise of any number of different players here. We've got guys like Eichmann, Hitler. They could easily take Dressler out and take power for themselves. I saw that. There was also there that was not spelled wrong, but it was used in the wrong context. They used the THERE instead of the THEIR. Army. Alex is saying Army. If we've got any other suggestions. I hope Dave's still watching because we'll give him the choice. Hey, mate. No worries, man. I was just worried that something happened to you, man. I hope everything's okay. All right. Probably go for stability. All right, we've got Army and stability. Okay, Dave is saying Army. All right, I like your decision. Frontline operations, I like that. I think there are sometimes some organizations are too powerful, and we don't necessarily want them, to really be in control. So we can bypass the elite troops here. We're turning them into elite troops. That's awesome. Now, this would actually gain TST support units, or we could do TST divisions, which would grant armor speed. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. So we're going to go for the TST divisions, and then we'll get back into political focuses. These are political focuses, but, more specific political focuses, especially those involving our glorious Economenschaft. Don't think that's how you say economy in Deutsche, but I will say it anyway. Look at that, volunteer only. We've got to change that. That's unacceptable, especially for the Deutsches Reich. Now, as you can see, we have allowed other parties to exist. We've even allowed the Communist Party to exist. So technically speaking, we're quite different from the Nazi Party of Germany. We are a fascist party, but we're allowing these other parties to exist. We're probably watching them very closely, and they might even be watered down. In other words, we might have our own agents infiltrate these political parties and influence them. We just don't know. So, the London stock market crash. Oh boy, this could also affect us pretty severely. We got basic machine tools, and oh, that's right. We wanted to take a look and see who was taking control of the Ottomans. So it's going to be Selamet Osmaniye. So I think he's the son of the last Sultan. And let's take a look at the UK. It's still going to be King Edward. Good old Eddie boy. Let's do concentrated industry. And at this point, I think we can focus on changing that awful military focus to at least limited conscription. At the very least. In fact, we should wait a bit, maybe do service by requirement. But for now, we'll do limited conscription. Join your Führer. 830,000. That's more like it, guys. Now, we do want to declare war on Poland. Everybody knows that, but that's going to take some time. Right now, focus has got to be just building everything up. And we also want to declare war on Czechoslovakia. Okay, so we've declared the Treaty of Versailles dead. This is serious. This could definitely increase some stability for us. It's obviously going to make our people happy now that we're saying, no, we're not respecting that anymore. But it could increase overall world tension. And what I'm going to do is actually take Manstein and put him on the Czech border. Of course, it's not called Czechoslovakia here, but I think we should see if we can justify a war goal against them. Sorry, not a defense. We need to do a front line. There we go. And I'm just hoping that the French don't attack us. We can't deal with a French attack right now. So once again, it's got to be at 25%. We've got to cause some disorder in the world before we get to take our eastern holdings. Okay, TST divisions are done. Let's go ahead and focus on other things. Look at all of these different things we can do, man. This is amazing. So now we can start taking our hard left stance, or we could go over here to the German Spirit Archeology mission to Scandinavia. Now this is very occult, and that's actually something Himmler would do to look for their Aryan roots. Volksdeutsche, this would be essentially the Hitler Youth. Survival programs for young adults. I mean, this is pretty cool. This increases our research time, or decreases our research time for infantry, etc. This would give us another infantry slot, which is really great. The Volkist education. So maybe we should focus on education now and not necessarily jump straight into anti-collectivist propaganda. In fact, we could skip it and just go straight for German antitrust laws. I think this is what we're going to go for. Monopolies have been a parasite on the German economy through the use of lowering prices to make any form of competition impossible, and thus making themselves the only option while cheating the people of quality goods. We must establish antitrust laws to make such a parasitic system impossible. So this is fascinating. This is really fascinating, guys. We can basically take the economic approach here of left or right wing. Basically, we can be, we can create antitrust laws to regulate corporations, etc., or we can start attacking the leftists and use anti-collectivist propaganda, get rid of trade unions, etc. What do you guys think? What direction is the Deutsches Reich going to take economically here? And we definitely need your feedback on this one. So I'll just put economic left or economic right. And we'll see, guys. What are we choosing? Are we going to be a corporate megastate, or are we going to go for a sort of Volks, I guess you could call it like fascist socialism, I guess it would be true national socialism. So Alex is saying left. And if we get one more, we'll go with that one, or right. We'll see. We'll see what you guys decide, of course. Alex is saying the trees are not mutually exclusive. Interesting. Everybody's saying left. All right. I support it. I think it'll be interesting. I think it's probably what Strasser would do. So we are going to start focusing on these evil corporations. We're going to do German antitrust laws. And this is actually going to increase our national stability. But it is going to lower, I think, our production capacity, basically. Which, honestly, right now is not really a big issue. We're doing just fine. Do a civil crackdown here to increase weekly stability. Our stability is pretty good. But it's always good to scare the people a little bit. Liberals maintain majority in the Italian election. Okay, interesting. Italy is a sort of constitutional monarchy, and it certainly looks like the market liberals have taken control. Republic of Denmark. Whoa! The history of the Kiel Zone has been incredibly turbulent. For those of you wondering, the Kiel Zone is this area between us and Denmark. Since its inception, originally established as an occupation zone of the Entente powers, in order to maintain control over the Kiel Canal, it proved to become a hotspot for German socialists, and also became the birthplace for a strange prototype ideology known as national collectivism. And that's kind of what we're doing right now, is sort of national collectivism. 1927 saw the uprising of the first Hamburg Commune, which nearly achieved victory over Danish occupying forces, however was barely defeated due to a combination of poor organization on behalf of the Commune and a few strokes of luck on behalf of the Danes. In recent days, the Danish administration in the Kiel zone caused a series of riots to escalate far beyond their control, instigating the uprising of the Second Hamburg Commune. Wow. All right, so the Hamburg Commune is going to be rising up against Denmark. We're not going to support either side, but this is happening right in our backyard, so it's definitely something to worry about, and a lot of our Germans are apparently running away there. Ooh, civil war in Brazil. Come on, increase that world tension. We need to increase that world tension. Actually, Portugal has increased the world tension more than anyone right now, which is hilarious. Go to your army. A workers' collective and German antitrust laws. Fascinating, man. Okay, Garner. John Nance Garner, Speaker of the House and Texan House Representative, has officially been declared the President of the United States. And you guys thought Trump was bad. For any of you pro-Trump guys, no offense. Well, let's take a look at this fella. So John Nance Garner. Oh, no biography? Oh, that's unfortunate. He looks like a winner, though. All right. Got those piercing blue eyes. Looks like a freaking White Walker. Let's see. All right, state-owned collectives. I'm liking this, and this will increase our efficiency cap once again. Although, we could also start going for German claims in the East. This is what I want to go for. We need 500,000 manpower of divisions in the field. So we absolutely have to keep training our divisions, and that is going to give us the ability to start declaring war on these other countries around us. Beautiful, guys. The glory is coming. Get some guys over here from Oberbayern. München. I love you, München, your beautiful city. I've actually been to Munich twice. Pretty cool place. So Frankfurt is still my favorite German city, but Munich would be number 2. Republic of Spain, did they win? We need to put an end to that. These leftist loonies. And I'm not sure if we can stage a coup. I know that in Kaiserreich the coup button doesn't work. And I'm guessing the same would be true for this. Let's actually add a heavy equipment manufacturer. Oh, yeah. Porsche. I think it's Porsche, not Porsche. Porsche is just how us Americans say it. Oh, nice. Dave Zizou says, known among his contemporaries as Cactus Jack, he was an American Democratic politician and lawyer from Texas. He was the 32nd Vice President of the United States. I didn't know that. Serving from 33 to 41. He was the 39th Speaker of the United States Representative of the House to 1933, along with Schuyler Colfax. Garner is one of 2 individuals to serve as Vice President of the United States and Speaker of the House. Interesting. I think the other one was Newt Gingrich, wasn't it? Maybe Gingrich wasn't vice president. I could be wrong on that. I know Gingrich was definitely Speaker of the House. Let's go. Good old Newty boy. Newty boy. Come see the stream, Newt. Dana Carvey does a pretty hilarious impression of Newt Gingrich. All right. So gaining base stability here. I mean, our stability is pretty good. It's not necessarily a bad idea to just increase it a little more, but I think we're good on that. Legacy of the Weltkrieg. Yeah, I'm going to start focusing on army experience here. We need to make sure to train our men to fight. There's a lot of enemies here, just a tremendous amount of enemies or potential enemies. And we can see that Kirov, who's currently leading the Soviet Union, has already taken Ukraine and actually Belarusia. So the Kingdom of Poland lies in wait. And we want to grab it before he does, as well as Czechoslovakia. And in Czechoslovakia, we have reason. I mean, we've got, of course, the Sudetenland. This is ours. This belongs to us. Bohemia, etc. So we want that entire area. All of Prague, all of this area belongs to us. I'm turning into quite a little fascist. This is not good. All right, let's see. Actually, I want to get one that's got high breakthrough potential, so I might get Man SE. Actually, let's take Hanomag so we can do some blitzes. This is going to increase the actual speed of our heavy tanks. Nice and cold in Berlin. FDR's VP, says Dave, yeah. Ah, so just Garner and Colfax. I see. I always thought Newt was VP to... Who was VP to George Herbert Walker Bush? Not to W, but HW. Oh, I can't believe I don't remember. Let's see. All right. Decisions available. The Bucharest Accord. What's this? Tensions over the Transylvanian Rum state have continued to rise in recent years as nationalist government in Bucharest continues to press for an end to their existence, while the Hungarians attempt to forestall the inevitable. With the Entente preoccupied by the London stock market crisis, we have an opportunity to step in and mediate the situation while hopefully increasing our influence in the region. It's unlikely that the Hungarians will allow Romania to annex the territory without war. Wow. So we could offer mediation here. I don't really know if it's our place, but this could be an interesting way to kind of put ourselves in the national debate. So I'm going to go for it. We're going to go ahead and offer a mediation in the Bucharest Accord. Make ourselves look like the good guys, basically. Aha! We've started a war. Beautiful. That's increasing world tension. That's exactly what we wanted. And look at this, guys, a recent arms sale. It seems that we have recently made an arms sale. Azerbaijan has purchased a shipment of arms from us, which is en route to their location right now. These arms weren't in use by our military, so this won't impact our stored arms. For the moment, we're raking in funds from this sale. It was a pleasure doing business with you. That's awesome. And I love the fact that we got that war started. Basically, by offering mediation, we force them into conflict. And this is going to increase world tension, at which point, you guys know what starts to happen. We get to start being able to declare war on a lot of these smaller areas, which I love. Oh, interesting. Thanks, Alex. Alex is saying Romania normally wins and joins you. Interesting. And I guess we can maybe improve our relations with them. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Eventually inviting them to our faction. Let's do it. This guy right now, the national populace led by Nicholas I, are in control. We can't really assist them. We could possibly send troops, expeditionary forces. I'm not sure we're going to do that, though. And they do seem to be winning, without a doubt. Got to love those wars, men. All right, construction 2 is finished. Ja, das ist sehr gut. We want to do everything we can to increase our army at this point. Not just the experience of the army, but the number of men overall. Nice. Okay. So we no longer get the effects of the Great Purge, which we did get quite a lot of stability from that. And we could focus on those reforms, but I think what we need to focus on is going to be over here. This will decrease our weapon research time, which is pretty great. But really what I want to focus on is something that's going to increase the military, the amount of people in the military. So I think the German Spirit is probably our focus, and then we can go for the Volksjugend and survival programs. Well, that gains training time. That'll just increase the training time, not necessarily going to do anything else. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. All right, we'll go for the state-owned TST Baru. So we're just basically increasing the reach of the TST here. But of course, it will be owned by us. It can't overthrow us. It'll be very difficult for it to do so. Yeah, let's focus on excavation. We should have done this before. But we were busy shooting our opponents. Oh, the Kazakh Soviet Socialist Republic declared war on the Transcaspian government. What? Transcaspian government. Guys, that's crazy. All right, that's going to increase world tension, I hope. Actually, it doesn't seem like it has, really. And it looks like, sure enough, the Danes are still at war here with the Hamburg Commune. Okay, interesting. Creation of the LZ-129 Tangrisnir Zeppelin. After years of design and construction, the first Hindenburg-class airship, Tangrisnir, has been completed and is ready for flight. Named after the one of the goats who pulled Odin's chariot in Norse mythology, the Tangrisnir is Germany's most advanced and impressive airship built to date. The vessel is prepared to commence long-distance passenger flights within the following months, but other uses have been suggested. Interesting. So, we could use it to spy on the Soviets, we could spy on the British, or we should show the superiority of Volkist engineering on the world stage. Yes. So we're going to let it take off near Berlin and show our glory. Okay, we're going to have to start building that third army. Where is that division? Who's going to be the third general? And we'll put Guderian in charge. Also got a lot of planes here, man. Like, really a lot. The Austrians also seem extremely weak. I mean, this is a potential attack, or maybe a potential ally. They don't seem to like us very much at all. All right, we just put Speidel in control of the School of Mass Combat here. Okay, we got the state-owned TST Baru. Oh, yeah. All right. We still need that 500,000. Let's focus on the Chamber of Industry, or actually, absorbing the private sector would allow us to get that construction cost. I'll actually focus on the German spirit. Let's do that. And of course, we're not purging army officers anymore. we've gotten over the purging of army officers. It seems to be in our blood, just shooting any army officer that gets in our way. But that seems to have ended, so that's good. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to pause right here, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, everybody that stopped by the stream. And really good to see you, Dave. Glad everything's okay, man. I will jump into Discord, obviously, if anybody wants to chat. And thank you guys for showing up. I'm actually going to be uploading this series to YouTube because I think we could get some views on this one. I don't know, but if you guys think we can, let me know. I think this one could definitely garner some views. We'll cut it up into 15-minute segments and create an entire series on this particular game. Now, the issue is this is version 0.1. Remember that. So don't be surprised and don't hate me if this series ends early. Without a doubt, they're going to be updating it, left and right. So if it does end early, I really wouldn't be too surprised. I'm going to save this under Thor. Just because of all the occult Germanic stuff associated. But let me know how you guys think we've done. I think we've done pretty well, and I can't wait to get into war here in this game. That's really going to be the best part. I mean, isn't that always the best part of Hearts of Iron 4? There it is, Dan Quayle. That's the one. Dan Quayle. Oh, Dan Quayle is an idiot. I'll put some funny stuff of Dan Quayle up on our Discord server. Dan Quayle was the dumbest vice president ever. Man, that's why I knew that George H.W. Bush had an interesting vice president. And yes, it's Dan Quayle. Go to the Discord. We'll get some Dan Quayle videos up there. Oh, God, that guy is that is a dumb guy. Well, guys, thank you so much. Take care and have an awesome day.